Boundaries. Now, how many of you actually follow through on the boundaries you set for yourself? Now, I know it can be very difficult, especially when we've got our peers around us or our work colleagues or family members, but boundaries are put in place for a reason. They are there to safeguard us and to protect our needs and to protect our mental health and our overall well-being. But before we can actually follow through on our boundaries, do you actually know what your boundaries are? Now, your boundaries may differ from relationship to relationship. You could have one set of boundaries for your friends that you've grown up with. You could have another set of boundaries for your work colleagues. You could have another set of boundaries for family members. Boundaries can differ from relationship to relationship depending on how much or how comfortable you are around certain people or certain individuals. Now, it's very difficult, and I know it can be very overwhelming sometimes to communicate our boundaries to people. You know, we worry they may think we're rude, or we worry they may think we're a little bit weird or strange or funny, but at the end of the day, you are the one that has to live with the decisions you make, not the people you communicate your boundaries to. Okay? You are the one that's left with the regret. You are the one that's left with the consequences of your decision should you in fact engage in something that oversteps or crosses your boundaries. So as hard as it can be to say no to people or to potentially decline an invite or turn down something someone may have offered you, like an opportunity, you've got to put your boundaries in place, and they're in place for a reason. Okay, you've got boundaries because you know what is best for you and what's best for your overall mental health and well-being. Now, although it can be difficult, it's all about tone. Okay, you've heard it often said, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So be confident firstly in your boundaries, okay, and don't be afraid to communicate them to people. They are there for a reason. You have always got to look out for number one, okay, and that's you. And you've got to do whatever it takes to protect your mental health, because at the end of the day, those individuals aren't the ones that have to live with the decisions you've made. You do. Okay? So be confident in your boundaries. Don't be afraid to follow through on them, and don't be scared to communicate them to people. Okay? You've got to put you first, and you've always got to do what's best for you, regardless of what others may think or what others may feel towards you. Okay? Look out for yourself. Okay? Protect your mental health. And be confident in who you are and what you're willing to accept or not accept. This is your life, and you're the one living it. Not your friends, not your aunties, not your uncles. You are living this life, and you know more than anyone else what's best for you. Okay, so don't be afraid to communicate those boundaries, and remember, it's what's best for you and what makes you comfortable. Until next week, Wednesday, everyone, have a good week, and we'll speak soon.